Hello there, this is of course the chat up with me, Jamie, right here on Relax Radio. It is about that time that I get on out of here, but don't worry because we got Nick coming up. But before I leave, I do want to talk about something very interesting. I want to leave you with something I feel like is going to definitely make your life happier. Just knowing this is going to help you lead a more satisfied, a more happier life at the end of the day. And we've been talking about this whole work-life balance, and constantly a question that we keep asking ourselves is, should I sacrifice my responsibilities, my family responsibilities, to become that independent, strong-willed achiever I've always dreamed of? Or should I give up my dream to become a career woman or a career man and focus all my time and energy to rearing a family? Or could I have both? Now, that third sentiment of having both, having a strong work life, a strong willed achieving work life along with a very good family life, is something that you could actually do. But currently I feel like this whole world work life imbalance definitely plagues the world. The lack of this whole work life balance is a big problem. I've spoken to you about it. For instance, in the UK, there was this certain mental health foundation, and according to that, it reveals that a third of the respondents feel unhappy about the time that they spend at work rather, and because of work, 40% neglect other aspects of their life, all kinds of aspects of their life, and 27% of the population in the UK feel depressed, while 58% feel irritable, and 34% of the entire population feel anxious when working for long hours. Again, they say that a person's feelings of unhappiness increase with increasing work hours, according to the Mental Health Foundation of the UK. And more women, that is 42%, report unhappiness than men, that is 29%, due to conflicting life roles. Additionally, about two-thirds of employees experience negative consequences of work life imbalance, such as the lack of personal development, poor family relationships, and physical, mental, and health problems. Now, keep aside all of these statistics. I don't want to ramble off statistics to you, but listen, at the end of the day, I feel like all of us want to find or want to discover that sweet spot between work and life. And it's a problem for all workers, especially if you're a parent and especially if you have a lot going on with your family and with your personal life. Now, the time a person spends at work is an important aspect of a work life balance. More time at work means lesser time for personal activities and leisure and family relationships. Now, like most countries in the world, of course, UK is not an exception. And if no action is done, this trend will continue to increase, putting the mental, physical, and social well being of all workers at risk. Now, first of all, like I told you before, I want you to self check. Are you deprived of a work life balance? The problem is, especially in the UK, the problem is that most people don't realize that they are suffering from a work life imbalance because you choose to endure it for pay sakes. You know, you get good money, so you will do whatever it takes to, even if your life is at crisis or your work life is at crisis, you don't care because you endure it for pay's sake. Now, identify the problem early is extremely crucial to maintaining a healthy body and rewarding family relationships and social relationships as well. So, one thing I want you to do that before I leave, I want you to ask yourself these questions to see if you as a person have a work life imbalance. First, I want you to ask yourself, do you feel burdened by work and family responsibilities every day? Do you tend to overthink? Do you tend to stress a lot when it comes to dealing with work and family responsibilities? Secondly, ask yourself, do you feel that work is something that you have to endure until the weekend? Like every Monday is just another game where you look forward till Friday, and it's just like a whole roller coaster ride with ups and downs, and it's almost as if the only thing that you want within your work week is for Saturday to come, right? If that makes any sense. So I want you to ask that. Thirdly, I want you to ask yourself if you feel exhausted every single time you come out of the house at night. Do you think your life is out of control, is spinning out of control? And do you find yourself wishing you had a clone of yourself to tackle all of these responsibilities that you have for yourself? Now, if when you ask these questions from yourself and if you can find the answers, if you've answered yes to any of the questions that I asked you, the chances are that you are probably deprived of a proper work life balance. It also means that you are more prone to, say, health and mental and social issues that are absolutely detrimental to be dealt with. Now, with that being said, I do want to talk about a few things that celebrities have said with regards to this whole work life balance situation and how you can deal with this whole issue by using the example of different celebrities and power couples that are out there. First of all, let's talk about Jessica Alba. She says family is first priority. So, according to her, and I quote, she says, I think balancing work and family is something that most women and men in this country can relate to. It's tough, it's a tough balance, trying to be the best mom or dad. And obviously, my family is my priority, says Jessica Alba. And then also, and she continues, and then also, I love what I do and I love what I get to have a job that I enjoy so much, and it gives me a lot of freedom to spend a lot of time with her family and travel and everything else. So, according to Jessica Alba, what she wants to do is prioritize, make sure that she loves the work that she does, she loves her career, but she always prioritizes her family before her work. So that is something that you could decide doing instead of to achieve that balance. I guess at one point you do need to prioritize something over the other in order to get into that good mental health space. So if you're like Jessica Alba, then one thing you could do is prioritize your family. Now, Christina Aguilera says, stay true to who you are and what you are passionate about. So she says she is one person that never gave up, even after having her child. She continued to do what she's passionate about. She said it's a tough thing, but it's just about knowing doing what you love, and then it doesn't feel so exhausting. And that's what Christina Aguilera says. So if you do have a job that you are finding exhausting and you're doing just because of the paycheck, trust me, life is going to be so much harder. And just like Christina Aguilera said, life is definitely going to be so much harder if you don't do something you love, which is why, in order to maintain that work life balance, one thing that you absolutely must do is pick a career or choose a job that you are actually satisfied with. Now, I know that's a very controversial statement, because a lot of people say, oh, I'm too late, I'm too in deep to change my career or choose a new job. And that's not true. I've told you this before, I'll say it again. It's never too late for anything. Even if you're 50 years old and you feel like you want to try something new, then you definitely must do it, because at the end of the day, it's your happiness that counts. Now, listen, a lot of celebrities have a very hard life. We've spoken about the life of Dua Lipa. We've spoken about Beyonce, Oprah Winfrey, how they deal with these issues of balancing their work life and balancing their life and work, basically. And one thing I necessarily want you to do is the same. I want you to just ask yourself the questions that I did. I want want you to understand if you have a problem balancing work and balancing life, and it's okay if you decide that you do have a problem with it. It's absolutely fine. One thing we can start working on is maybe making minor tweaks, because the first thing to change is to actually understanding that there is an issue in your life. So understand that there's an issue, try to work to improve the situation, and I promise you that you are going to have a good life. So that is all from me. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. But we got Nick coming right up. He will keep you very good company. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. Have a blessed day ahead of you.